Homophones, of course, are words that sound the same but carry different meanings. The incredible story of a social media specialist from Utah who was fired by a language school for talking about homophones because they sound gay has now reached us. This, I was convinced, was a satirical news story. It is not. Tom Torkildson told the Salt Lake Tribune that shortly after his lesson on homophones went up, Nomen Global Language Center owner Clark Woodger fired him, saying the school is going to be associated with homosexuality because you're talking about homophones. And that sounds, homo, that sounds very, very gay, apparently, to the language school. They can't have anything that would even remind people of gay sex taught at their school. Have you ever heard of anything this insane, Lewis?
The owner of a global language center who is maybe not aware or afraid of the word homophones and doesn't understand how it would apply to ESL training.
Right. Lewis, you are never, ever, ever allowed to teach Homo erectus. That is not a part of the lesson plan that is acceptable here because it just sounds very, very gay. And also, homogenized milk, Lewis, homo is at the beginning of that. Only discussions of unpasteurized milk are allowed lest anyone think that you're gay. And you just have to be really careful here.
This was a school in Utah. Would this have happened at a school in Massachusetts?
I listen, we've talked about weird stuff that happens in Massachusetts, but I don't think that anyone would ever be fired at an ESL school in Massachusetts because they did a lesson on homophones.
And homophones have to be one of the most confusing and confounding things in the English language. I mean, isn't that like probably one of the most important things?
As someone who learned English as a second language, homophones are very confusing about the English language, and also in general, if you look at the word tough and the word through, both end in GH, but they are pronounced very differently. That is very confusing about the English language, and absolutely, they're because of fear of sounding gay, they're ignoring very important issues when learning English as a second language.